again from the open house here.
Maybe let's go this way.
Yeah, I'm not sure if how clear it is out there. You may want to walk.
It looks like
You may get your. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
At least enough to take a peek.
Yeah, go ahead and do your thing. Let's see, are we getting this in the right spot here? Looks like it.
Thanks a lot.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for coming by.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Any thoughts? Any interest?
You know, we're going from 4,500 square feet to this, so it's an adjustment.
I know. That's the tough thing. How do you get rid of everything? Is this enough?
Yeah.
So we're just,
We're just looking,
snooping around.
trying to see what our options are, what grabs us.
What can we sell our house for as many bucks in the bank and buy
Exactly.
something livable, and that's tricky.
But I'm seeing almost everybody is in the same exact boat. They're all saying, my kids are in college, I got this massive house,
Yeah.
I don't need it anymore. Or we just had our first kid
Yeah.
and we need a really great place to live for the next 10 years before we need an upgrade.
Perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a good place for all that.
Yeah. Well, if you, I don't know if you grabbed a sheet at all on the property. No?
I don't think we need one. Thank you, though.
All right, but if you ever have an interest in finding out what you could get for yours, I'm happy to, I live in town, happy to come over and give you a little insight.
Okay.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thanks
Pleasure
a
to
lot.
meet you.
You too.
A quiet soul, good to see you. Oh, you saw the tour video. I'm so happy you checked that out. We're here again, 994 Valley Road in Fairfield, Connecticut for the second open house tour. I'm trying to see if we can sell this puppy today. I've had a pretty good turnout so far. I'd say pretty solid turnout indeed. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I'm trying to fix this camera. It's always been a bit of a nightmare at the beginning of the show. But open house number 2 at 994 Valley Road. I did just drop the property tour video. If you guys check that out, let me know what you think. I think this is a great house. It just needs a buyer. A couple people coming in right now. Let's see what they have to say.
Is it possible to? Oh, she did it.
She got it open?
Yeah.
A little brute force. All right, how's everybody doing out there? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Loud and clear, Barella's in the house. Rod Root, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. A quiet soul. So we're here, this is the second open house. Yesterday was solid as well. I did have one party come back for a second look. They brought parents. I always say if you could get the parents out for a second look, there's a good chance there's an offer coming. Oh man, this is a great house. It really is. It's a pleasure when you get to represent a really nice house. Sometimes you're representing homes that need a ton of work, and those are harder to get buyers for unless there's somebody who's got vision. Most people in 2024 lack vision. They just want to buy a house that's move-in ready. Just get in there, drop your things, and start living, which I get. Believe me, I get it. But sometimes you gotta have a little vision in order to get the value. You pay up for totally finished. You're paying like a serious premium for something that you drop your luggage and just start enjoying. This same house here, if it needed a new kitchen, if it needed bathrooms, if it needed anything, you could get get it at a song. You put the money in yourself, you wind up a little bit better off. But this is a beauty. I understand the idea of moving right in and dropping your things. Oh goodness. Rod Roots down in Ponte Vedra, Florida. Love to come down there and play some golf with you. Isn't that where the, what's the name of the course down there in Ponte Vedra? Can't think of it right now, but it's like the best course. Any thoughts, questions?
It's beautiful. It's a really nice house.
It's a nice house, yeah.
Yeah, I think we just have to figure out there's
The commute for you, yeah.
and the gear. Like since I am a sound person, I have like tons of gear, and it's like it constantly has to go in and out for so trucks have to be able to access.
Oh, I see.
So it's like
The garage.
We'll narrow the driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weird, this new thing where when someone's leaving you a voicemail, you can see it on the screen now. Have you seen this?
Oh, with like the actual words.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then another thing happened where I'm leaving a voicemail and then someone picked up, they're like, hello? And then so you could pick up during voicemails now. Something weird going on. I never saw that before, but now it's new. And that just happened there. I'm watching that voicemail come through. I could have clicked it and hey, Sharon, or whatever her name was.
Right.
So it's pretty weird.
Careful.
As far as I guess backing up would be the issue here. Getting this into the driveway area.
Yeah.
Those trucks are pretty wide.
Yep. And yeah, and, you know, they're sometimes they're box trucks, but even those, it's like, yeah, pretty wide.
Yeah, so they're seen in the same neighborhood.
Yeah, Stratfield.
Nice.
They said they wouldn't sell unless they found something right here in this area.
Nice.
The Stratfield schools are great. And,
Okay.
everybody loves, like, it's funny, you pick a little area of town and then you kind of get entrenched.
Yeah.
Your
well,
friends.
Once you have kids, it's different too, because
Yeah.
you don't want to move
For
them
sure.
away from their friends.
Exactly,
or-
exactly.
Strict and all those things. They're
My
teachers.
parents sitting here, but other people too. All right, cool.
All right. Well, it was very
It's a
nice to
pleasure
meet
to
you.
meet you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Hopefully I'll see you guys again. And if you need any assistance at all, please feel free to reach out,
Okay.
especially as a fellow sound slash.
Yeah.
You need any
You
help?
let him.
Yeah, I will, for
Yeah.
sure. I'm going to need real assistance at some point.
All right. Take care.
All right, guys,
Bye.
take care. Thank you again. Denise Roma TV, how are you? Rod Root, you Players Club, that's it. Sawgrass. That is the course I was talking about. I couldn't remember it. I should have baked a loaf of bread and have fresh flowers. You know, a quiet soul, that's a great idea. Even if I had just put it into like cinnamon buns here, that would have been a really nice move. Something about the smell, if you put it in the air, people freak out. I did have one couple came in. This guy, his name was Mark as well. And the guy came in with the brightest smile in the world, the best smile I've ever seen. And he's coming in with his wife, and they're, I don't know, maybe they're newlyweds. And she's walking by, she's filling out the paperwork. And I'm like, man, dude, you got that crazy smile, you know? They come walking around the house, and when they came back in, again, that beaming smile, they're like, we love it. I was like, all right, what are we doing here? You know, let's make some magic happen. So I'm hopeful that one of these couples, you know, it's two different buyers in this house. You either have the young couple who just got married and they're trying to figure out, you know, where do we set our feet in the ground for the next 5 to 10 years? Or you get that older, hey, we have got, and I think you may have heard someone say this, they got like a 5,000 square foot house and they're trying to figure out, what do I do with that house? And so kids are all in school, you got all the space you don't need. So sell that thing and buy something like this. So these two different demographics of buyers are basically been the only ones that have come into this house. I haven't seen anybody in the middle age, like mid 40s, early 50s, that's like, hey, you know what? I want to see if I can move into this house. None of them have any interest in this house because 1,300 square feet, 1.5 bathroom. It's totally stunning, but it doesn't have enough space for big families. So you're losing out on anybody with 3 kids, 2 kids. Most of them are not even looking. It's a single family, single home, single kid, or my kids are all in school and I'm backing out of this. I want to put some money away. So that's our 2 different buyers for this house. Anyway, that's what we're doing. I'm here. I got about 20 minutes left, I guess, until the end of this open house. Hopefully I get a few more interested parties here, you know? So how you guys doing out there? Welcome to my open house. That's right, we're here. Let me walk us around. If you didn't see the tour yet, I did just drop it, and it was pretty cool. I mean, I like doing these tours. They're fun. I like doing tours. Let me see if I can get myself into a chair over here. Let me sit down for a minute. There we go. Oh, can we do this? I'll just pull the camera. I don't know how to do this. I really want to sit down, but now I'm not really in frame. I got an idea. I'll sit up here like this. That'll do. So we're here for the second vertical live stream here on YouTube. And I've been doing the vertical live stream forever on TikTok. I mean, that's basically the only thing you get. You get that or Instagram. And the vertical live stream is like the only option we've ever had. So now that YouTube's trying to break into the TikTok game, break into the Instagram game, it's very interesting to see that. Kill it and grill it in the house. I love it. So we're here, open house style, and my plan going forward is to do these vertical live streams, but from like other locations where I'm like downtown, on my way to meet someone for a meeting of some sort, Who knows? But I think the idea that we can open up the show to new people and to a new audience is kind of cool, you know? Main girl in the house, so good to see you. I wonder if there's a way to zoom in on this. Oh, you can. Look at that. I zoom in as well. Pretty cool stuff. So, I want to sell this property today. Oh, no worries, main girl. You rock. Robbie, how are you? Good to see you. Haley, happy birthday, Haley. Welcome to the Mark and Spire show. We're here 1,875 days in a row today, guys. Can you believe that? Today's 1875. Wow. I will be back later on for a real show where we play the beat seat, write a few songs. But right now we're here for my open house. And you may or may not know this about me. Mark and Spires is not just a entertainer. I don't get paid for doing what I do for you guys. I just show up every day in order to try to bring some positivity to this world. But I get paid for selling real estate. That's how I make a living. And you only get paid for selling real estate when you sell real estate. You don't get paid, I don't get paid for being here. I don't get paid for making phone calls during the day. I don't get paid for anything unless I transact. So that's the scary part about being a real estate agent. Everybody's like, I'll be a real estate agent. Okay, great, but do you have a ton of contacts that are constantly going to be shifting all of their friends and their colleagues and acquaintances to you? Because if you don't, this is a tough business. This isn't an easy business. It's one of the hardest businesses in the world because we are content and lead generators. That is the only job of a realtor, is to be a lead generator. We open doors. We open doors and negotiate. That's the two things that realtors do now in 2024. I open a door and then I'm a negotiator. So it's like, you got to figure out how to get the clients. That's the bigger thing. So keep that in mind whenever you are out there looking at real estate. You want to buy some real estate, keep me in mind. I'm happy to help you. And if you can, hit the like. It doesn't look like many of you have hit the like yet here. This is a new format with the vertical. I think the more of you that hit the like and leave a comment here, this could help us, boost and get some more people to see these when we go forward. But I'm trying a new concept here and it's not really a new concept. I did this last year a bunch, which is live open houses. So while I'm here and I'm speaking to people and they're asking questions about the property, about the house, you guys are kind of hearing how I handle myself and how I handle this real estate business, And that's all I could do. I thought about it. I could probably ask people, hey, do you mind being on camera? And I'm going to, interview you. But I think people get really guarded. It's a Sunday. They just want to go out and look at real estate. They don't want to be on camera. They don't want to go on someone's show. This last guy I just met, super nice guy. He's like, I'm a sound guy on TV. It's like, no way. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. But he doesn't want to go on the air. He wants to look at a piece of real estate. I don't blame him. I'm going to have to negotiate about me hitting this like button. You're awesome. Yeah, guys, the like button is a friend. And even if the dislike, I think they say like or dislike. Should do one or the other because that helps the show. You just want to see inside the houses. You know what I want to do is I'll walk you around. I gave a really cool tour, main girl, if you want to check it out. I just popped it up about 20 minutes ago. And it's got music, and I did a full walkthrough, but also took a bunch of really cool B footage, and then I popped it all together. It's funny, I actually thought to myself, is there a way to play it back and watch it? No, you have a poll option. Let me see what else is here. Yeah, not many other options here in order to, oh wait, is this it? Oop, okay, I highlighted the channel just like yesterday. I didn't mean to do that. Anyway, so that's what we got. Joanna Maynard in the house. I found the like in the upper right 3 dots. Ah, that's where it is. Thank you, Joanna, for letting everybody know that. That's the key. So inside here, this is pretty cool. Sunroom, 270 degrees of natural light. Look at this. I'm like in here just getting natural light, natural light, natural light, natural light. That's pretty sweet. Someone's doing a drive-by. Not like that. Not like that. You know what I mean. They're doing a drive-by like, is that a house that's on the market with a for sale sign out front that says open house today? You darn stinking right. I'm sitting in front of the fire. Let me do one of these. Ah. Let's do that. Ah, there we go. So we're here, 994 Valley Road, Fairfield, Connecticut. It's a beautiful sunny day. It's a bit freaking cold out there, but that's why I'm sitting right next to the fire, you know. You turn it on, gas. And then we're on. I didn't have to chop wood. Some people like to chop wood. I made reference to you lumberjacks in the property video I made for this house. Go ahead, be a lumberjack. I'm pushing a button because it's warm. It's toasty in here right now. Get a little extra heat there from the fire, you know. So guys, last night, just want to give you a little update. Last night's song, it was solid. It was really solid. The weird thing about it is, while I was in the middle of playing it last night, I was like, yeah, this is all right. I was like, this is an all right song. And then I went back and it's haunting. It is haunting. Ooh, something crazy about that song yesterday. I got to go back and listen to it. And then the night before, I'm editing that one, which was freaking awesome. I can't get any of this stuff done. It's like every time I try, then I got to shoot a property video or scammer payback, and I got all these different things, and they're all like started. None of them are done. Trish asked me to write your last breath, my last breath last week. Or 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago now. It was so good. I started editing it. It's still like 38 minutes long. I haven't even I started it, but then 10 other pieces came along, and then I got 10 other pieces of music that came along. I'm like, oh. And then we also had the, what was the other one? The snow, I forget, something about snow. I wrote that one the other day, and that one was crazy. I didn't even download that one. I don't know how to do it. I'm missing so much, guys. I'm missing so much of the content whenever we create it. I try to get it. I just can't. I can't get to it all. Not enough time in the day. I just got to try to keep doing what I'm doing, is not get overwhelmed and just do one piece a day. Look, can't get more done than that, you know? And whenever they get done, they get done. I also think I should probably like leave things out instead of it being like, hey, I finished it. Let me premiere it in 20 minutes or in 2 hours. Maybe I should just put it for 3-4 days out. You know what I mean? So then it's building for a few days and people click the bell so they get notified for it, you know? I don't know. A couple thoughts. Because I can't get to the content, but maybe I should lay it out there so it's upcoming for a few days, few weeks, something like that. Many different theories, many different thoughts here. Oh, goodness. So, of course, we're here at 994 Valley Road. And it's starting to wind down, I guess. 3:34 in the afternoon, and I've been about 5 minutes without a guest. That's kind of shocking, because I was guesting it. We had lots of people here. It's like I couldn't get a minute to myself for the first couple hours. You know? Yes! Look at that. Main girl found all the info on it. Pun in the house. My friend Samter. Good to see you, pal. Yes, it's property itself, totally awesome. House itself, totally awesome. They did such a nice job here, you know. But you're still dealing with crazy figures. Like if you were somewhere else in the country and you said 1,200 square feet, like if you're like Oklahoma and you're like, hey, 1,200 square feet, it's nice. You wouldn't be saying $679,000, right? It would be like much less. So we are dealing with elevated pricing in Fairfield County, Connecticut. They call this the Gold Coast, you know. All these properties here are very, very well, it's a sought after area for the proximity to New York City. That's the biggest reason. Most people want to be within 45 minutes to an hour of New York City. If they're going to have to commute every day, they don't want to be much more than that. It's 2 hours a day at least, an hour there, an hour back, where you're dealing with that. So we get a lot of commuters, a lot of New York City commuters. The last people that were here, the guy said, I have to commute to New York City every day. He's a TV guy. He works in sound. He said his hours are crazy. I have to imagine he gets a call. He's going to be in Brooklyn one day to do sound. The next day he's going to be in like Long Island to do another gig. So that's why they don't want to be too far away. He actually said, I have to check and make sure this isn't too far away. So it's like Fairfield is the last town, I would say, where people who are commuting to New York City, like, that's the limit. You go Fairfield, anything beyond that's a little too far for most people. Other people will do it, but most people are going to say Fairfield or less. And if you're driving too, it's probably Fairfield or less, you know. The train, I don't know. Anyway, that's what we got going on here. I appreciate you guys. Look at that. Maine said, I just saw a video on home sizes by state. New England seems to have the highest price per square foot. Would not be surprised. Would not be surprised at all. The properties are beautiful, but they're also very, very hefty. I had a lady come in here from Darien, which is the most expensive town in the United States right now. Can you believe that? Hilly Dilly, how are you, my friend? The most expensive town in the United States of America right now to purchase a piece of real estate is in Darien, Connecticut, which is about 25 minutes from me. So the lady comes in and she goes, is the market here any better than Darien? I go, probably. Darien's the most expensive place in the United States right now. So I would say it's probably better off. There's nothing on the market in Darien. There's nothing on the market in Fairfield. So you're really, yeah, Darien. Darien took over for probably like Beverly Hills or something, who knows. But Greenwich, Connecticut was always the one people remember. Like you'd be like, oh, Greenwich, I know Greenwich. But Darien is more expensive than Greenwich now, if you can believe that. Yeah, this is so true. Hilly said, I was talking today about how people used to aspire to big homes, but now the trend is tiny homes. I think that's so true. I think tiny homes is like the total opposite. This is planned, by the way, guys. The idea of tiny homes was this like 15-minute city stuff. Like, let's get these people out of the country and then into these cities, into these small homes where they don't think they need anything anymore. They'll just take a couple rooms, they're good, 500 square feet. So they're pushing on these. My tiny home is 57,000. Gosh almighty. If it was, when that's a ridiculous house, that's like 5 houses. In Connecticut, you know, you'll find a 7,000 to 10,000 square foot house, like all over the place. You find these 10,000 square foot houses. Going more than that is kind of insane, but there's a lot of those too, you know. One of the houses I had last year, you guys saw it, had multiple buildings. It was like 20,000 square feet. It was insane. You had the 8,000 square foot house, and then a 12,000 square foot sports complex. Then you had a carriage house. Then you had like a cabana by the pool and the pond. I mean, that place was insane. Totally insane. One of the coolest houses I've ever represented. I represented it twice, 2015 to 16. Then I lost it for 5 years. They hired all these other agents who couldn't sell it. Then I got it back and sold it. How about that? I like that. That was a good story. I made a great piece of content on that one. It's called How I Sold a $6 Million Home with Sports Complex, something like that. You can see it on my channel. However, I don't do enough real estate related content, and I got to start doing more real estate related content because that is how I generate income. And maybe the vertical show will be all real estate stuff. I don't know. Again, every day is different here. I may decide to do vertical and start interviewing people on the streets. If you guys can hit the 3 little digits or the 3 little buttons on the top corner and hit the like button, very much appreciated. The more likes we get, the better that this vertical feed will go out into the YouTube verse. This is 1,875 days in a row live with you. You guys are amazing. And I look forward to doing it again later with the guitar in my hand. We also have that comedy I still haven't filmed yet, where it's like the fart in the doctor's office. Now that I sold that property, I'm feeling comfortable and confident to film that scene. I didn't want to film it while it was still in the market. Like I'm filming this fart scene in an office from a piece of real estate that I was selling. I was like, no, I got to hold on to that one until it closes. So that's done. So I think we're gonna probably film that tonight. We'll see. I don't know, or sometime this week for sure. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Please do me a favor, hit that like if you can. It's a triple thing. Joanna said she found. You hit the 3 buttons on the top corner, and then you hit the like button. Everybody's doing it. Hold the fart in. That would be another great episode, actually, where and you're walking around and it squeezes out anyway. You gotta get one of those going. Zabrowski. Matt Zabrowski drops toots every once in a while, guys. It's just a fact of life. Fact of life. Anyway, you guys are awesome. Barella, Main Girl, Nightwind. I don't know if I'm able to see who's on with me. Let's see. It doesn't say. It does not say. Or maybe if I click on the digits. Nope, nothing. I will say this, though. Live chat, super chat, none chat. No, I want to see everything. I will say this. I can't figure out who's on right now. But if I see you, I'm going to say goodbye to you and thank you. Someone next door, they're doing a little partying. I met the neighbors here yesterday. They're like, oh, hopefully you find us a good neighbor to buy this house. Excuse me. You already have friends, good friends. Call them up. Send them over. I'll sell them the house. Then you got your buddy next door. He goes, that's interesting. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, I'll give you the link. Here you go, dude. Go and send it out. Tell him to come over. All right? Best friend next door. Put a shrimp on the Barbie. Bradley Smith comes out. He's got the Barbie and the shrimp together. You're doing this, steak kebabs. My cat farted on me while I was live this morning, Pires. I started seeing flashes of color. My eyes got dim. Maine says, oh no, Hilly Billy, that's how you get pink eye. Oh my goodness. A quiet soul, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Like a good neighbor. Yeah. My goodness, Hilly. It was foul. I put him outside. I think that's a pretty good idea, is to get that kitty cat outside, my buddy. You know what? Careful with the cats thing. They say that there's this weird thing that cats, I guess, can transmit to humans. Some weird thing. Look into it. And it's like some bacteria that is intelligent, and like it's weird. Like I can't explain it properly, but the bottom line of what I heard is that like rats, it starts in rats, and then rats it will cause the rat to go and get eaten by the cat, so it could find its way into the host, which is the cat. And so it's like it tricks the rat into having itself killed. It's crazy, this story. I don't know if that's the exact truth on it, but something like that. Hey, you guys are back.
We're back with a few questions.
Awesome. Awesome. Let me see if I get this thing back up.
All right. Yeah. So.
Oh.
Oh.
Let me shut that off.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm going to get going now. I was just doing a live stream from here. I will see you guys later, okay? Thank you so much for watching.